Hello everyone, welcome back to the next episode of our podcast. And today we have Zubair with us. Hi Zubair, how are you?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm
Since
good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Zubair, first thing, I've seen your Instagram, I've seen your
Yeah.
pictures, and you really
Okay.
seem to be really buffed up, but now you seem little lean. Is this for the new character that you're going to play?
Yeah. It's all about one of the film I'm shooting. So the whole continuity part which I have to carry. So I've been shooting two or three projects simultaneously
Oh,
back to back. So I'm carrying all the looks like that. So for the song which has been released recently, the Tasveer song, the look was like that, the Haryanvi kind of guy, the
mm-hmm.
more Hat Pada Patta, that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of. And now I'm back to this thing. I've shot another song. I'm back to film shoot. So the
Mm-hmm.
same look I have to carry again and again. This is the
Right.
actor's job.
Right. And I've actually seen your graph, your career graph, and it's quite impressive. But before talking about that, I'd want to know about who's your favorite actor first, because I've seen that you have been commenting on SRK's pictures. I've seen some of them, and I'm also a
Mm.
SRK fan, so I would just want to understand what's your relationship with SRK.
See, I'll tell you one thing that all the actors who are newcomers and all the actors who are from out don't have any connection in industry. So Nyay, so Shah Rukh, so Akshay sir, everyone like that. So John. So I always get connected to such actors, and because I in my upbringing, the Shah Rukh fandom was there, and he was upbringing, and I also seen Bacha and all that. So in my acting also, somehow people tell me this thing that 20-30% that Shah Rukh's flavor comes out. So I'm happy also in that. But because he was the only reason. You know what? I was a model, right, initially, and I did my engineering. Then after that, when I was doing my engineering, I was doing all that RAM shows and everything like that. So I was reading one of the article of that how to be a model, how to be a successful model, that kind of thing. And somewhere I got one of the interview of autobiography of Shah Rukh Khan, right? So and I read whole everything about him, and it was just amazed me like that to leave how to be a model. You have to read how to be Shah Rukh, you know. So that is the thing which has changed my life. And that time I was in ninth standard. I was just 15-year-old kid. And at the time I made my mind that what I have to do in my life, and if he can do it, then that's what inshallah anyone can do. That's what I believe.
Right.
And उन्हीं को देख के बहुत सारे लोग inspire हुए हैं, and they are still getting inspired. And because the guy who has nothing, who came from nothing from Delhi to Mumbai, the same with me now. It's been 10 years for me in the industry. So I feel like this is a good thing, if we get inspired from someone like him. So initially I used to be very shy to express my feelings because one of the film recently, Dhadke Dil Baar Baar, which is also coming up. In the film, my character is similar to Shah Rukh sir only. The डर का जो शाहरुख था, तो मेरा भी कुछ character similar था. So now then I got like because this is expressive feeling. So now it's just like I started commenting initially because I've been following him from so many ages. Obviously, when there was no Insta, there was no WhatsApp and all that. But then also, but now I got that okay, now it's time to not to control my feelings and just comment. And that's because I'm a huge fan of Shah Rukh sir. So
No, I can
this is the
truly
thing.
understand the
That's
way
right.
you're talking itself,
Yeah.
because I'm also an SRK and I can see that passion when
Yeah.
you're talking.
Yeah.
I have the same
Definitely.
passion with my
And
friends.
see, it's not about how good actor he is. Indeed, he is, no doubt. But how good human he is.
Correct.
That's the
The
best part which I have learned.
personality.
Yeah, the personality, how he treat others, how he respect elders, how he loves children. That's the thing which you as a guy, as a newcomer, as an outsider, you have to learn so many things about him. Whenever I see his interviews, anything, I always see and notice how he talks, how he behaves with others. So that's the only mantra, in
Right.
industry to work. It's just like you have to be very good human being first.
Right.
Then you have to be very good actor. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I completely agree on that note. And it's just amazing. I mean, his just super amazing. And I think I've seen some of your interviews and have seen that spark also, right? I've seen that little bit of SRKness, if that's a word I can coin. So I've seen your interview. I think it was a song release where you were talking,
Okay.
and you were being super appreciative of the cast, the crew, and the
Yeah.
direction, and you are actress as well. And I've seen ki,
Yeah.
I can see that, and then somehow I know that Shah Rukh Khan has taught all how to love. That's
Yeah,
something.
definitely.
Right,
Definitely.
right.
I always try to make everyone like a family when we shoot. I always make a picnic environment. I never yell on sets. Even as a director now, I has converted myself as a director, producer, and actor too. So I don't yell on sets. I always try to have the friendly environment on sets. Even I always try to protect women there. And most of the team, meri jo hai, 2 or 3 assistants, the costumes and the assistants are women only. So I am like that kid. This is because my upbringing has happened from co-ed school, right? So I was CBSE Carmel Convent. From there I did my schooling. So my upbringing is like that equality of male and female. You know that the base thing is that like that, and both are capable enough to do any work, anything. So my associate in the film also was a female. My costume design was a female. So I'm all cool with it. You know, the environment which they get in my shooting area, that's the feel I'm blessed and happy.
Right, I'm sure. So Zubair, one thing that I've noticed also, you know, since you're talking about DAAR, SRK's DAAR, one thing that I've noticed is you have done lots of characters that remind me of that. You know, you are very much into this dark genre. You know, if I'm not wrong, because I've seen
Manmohini.
Yeah, because you know all of it.
Manmohini of Vanraj, yeah.
Right, so it has you know murder mysteries, it has those thrillers, and you're also into horror genre. You know, so I've seen all of it. So why are you so much interested in these kind of genres? Because you know, you as a person, you're very humble. I've seen your interviews. I've seen, you know, what all research that I can do. I've seen that you have been very humble. You know, your off-screen personality is again completely different than your on-screen personality. So what motivates you to actually choose these kind of scripts?
See, I always try to make someone, the character which I want to make, it's just like, I don't want to be myself, you know. The thing is like Manpreet was so much hit because 70% of Manpreet was Zubair. Right. So that was so easy for me after 6 to 7 months of doing Kasam. But other than that, I always try to experiment myself to do something different, which I am capable of enough that I know as an actor what I can do, but I could not able to cope it up if there is some direction issues or some production issues. So that's the thing, firstly. Secondly, I love watching horror movies, you know. I love watching horror movies, and this is the thing which connects me to do horror. Right, and the scenario, and touch wood, I mean like Haunted Hills, Damn Graveyard, Motel. Right, Motel is also coming up. These are 3 horror films of my career so far. 2 are going to release 2 now. And other than that, you know, I always believed on director's vision also. You know, if I am not directing, if I am someone else is directing, then also always trust them. So that my genre should be like I should be like, oh, I have not done this thing ever in my life. I should be like that Zubair kind of thing on set. You know, so I have to be very much of creative. I always do so much of practice before going on sets. I do homework so much, I research so much, and then I be on sets, and when I wear the clothes, I wear the character. And see all the characters. I mean, like I've done. Have you heard about Nyay, the Justice also?
Yes. I talking about it as well.
So, you know what? I always try to do very, very different thing. Dhadke Dil Baar Baar, I have turned like Dar Ka Shah Rukh hai usme. प्यार के काबिल उन्हीं प्रोड्यूसर्स की फिल्म है, पार्थो जॉर्डन ने डायरेक्ट की है. This is also coming soon. That is a Pardes kind of story in which also Shah Rukh's character was there. I have played in Pardes kind of story. The second thing. The third is there's two other horror films, Damn Graveyard, Motel. And in the Fatal, one of the movie, for Fatal Chapter 1 is another film which is coming up where I played negative. You know, throughout the whole fight, Rich Brat, I have played Maddie's character. So, you know, I always try to figure out कि यार ये भी कुछ मेरे अंदर छुपा हुआ था क्या, जो मुझे notice करके निकालना है. So मजा आता है. And yeah, definitely, I love Vanraj of Manmohini, which I did for a year, I guess, of ZTV. So that is the character also I get connected, you know, the lover and then psycho lover. So I always try to experiment things, you know. This is also a kind of Zubair, is hidden Zubair. So I निकाल लेता हूँ बाहर.
Right. And then you told me, I mean, of course you're Zubair, but you know, I do not know the meaning of Zubair. So can you tell me what does Zubair?
Zubair is the meaning of Zubair is brave. You know, शेर का बच्चा. It is, you can call it as lion.
Oh, okay, all right.
So that is the reason I always use roaring lion now.
Right.
This is like that.
And I think there's a new music label and a film production that started with the name of ZAAR.
Right. ZAAR is the abbreviation of my family actually. Zubair, Aisha, Arafat, right?
Right.
So you know, I have been shooting films as an actor, as a film music albums as an actor. Recently, 2021, I got chance to produce one of the song, and that has been hit. And I have been getting more songs. So I have turned myself as a producer.
Right.
So ZAAR Films and Music I have introduced as a production house company which is making songs and films. But you know what? Due to sudden circumstances, because I lost my dad 6 months before. So before that, after that, I mean, like something came in my mind, and that vision has turned, and I've turned myself as a director too. So now it is just that I have taken ZAAR so seriously now that ZAAR Films and Music is a production house which has been producing and many songs. Even the Fatal Chapter 1, Pyar Mein Qurban, the shoot is going on. That is also association with ZAAR. So films, songs bhi bana liye, films bhi bana liye. So production is happening, you know. But the thing is, like, what I was lacking behind, which I thought that the music label thing, you know, we are making the song and selling to other music companies, which I thought that if I'm directing, I'm producing, and every game is on my name and everything is like that. So why not introduce a music label also, you know? So I have started, I have collaborated with Believe, the music label company, which distributes the songs all over the world. And I have collaborated with Wave Film Production. So they have already released this song on their YouTube channel, but they have not released on audio level platforms, which we can consider as Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere. So I had a meeting with them, I had a deal with them, and a contract with them. So I have released all their Wave Film Productions YouTube songs by ZAAR Films and Music label to all over the world, which also got appreciated. Then I have decided, okay, let's. This is the label is getting big, the production house is getting big, and I am getting continuously offers to make songs and films and even the ads. So now I have planned myself that the Tasveer was the first YouTube launch of the ZAAR Films and Music label. Other than that, it has already produced. If you'll check the Instagram of ZAAR, they have already produced so many songs and released also. So now this is the, I should say that I'm going to make it, I'm going to direct it, I'm going to feature it, and I'm going to release it, and I'm going to release all the music on my channel too.
Right. That's really inspiring, Zuber. You know, from Kasam to till here, there's a very big journey.
No, I'll tell you what the big journey was. From playing cricket when I was 10,
right,
and my dad used to play.
Right.
Then modeling, and when I was doing engineering, I used to give home tuitions. I used to take dance classes. I used to take gym sessions. 4 years I did that, and then that time also I started doing all the ramps, going to Mumbai, to Delhi, Lakme Fashion Weeks, auditions, this and that. And then after 4 years, when I did my engineering, I've written my degree to my mother. Then came to Mumbai with nothing. That's so obvious. No contact, no one. I mean, like, except God, I never had anyone in the city, and I always feel so blessed, and I feel so. You know what I mean, like, which I believe, like, whatever you think you attract, and Shah Rukh sir bhi is pe hai, aur main bhi bahut zyada manifestations pe hu. So I had just one thing, that this city I'm going to live, I'm going to purchase house, and I'm going to work as an actor. Chahe kuch bhi ho jaye, if he can do it, I can do it too. And there are two films which has inspired me before coming to Mumbai. It's like 2010 में आई थी एक लक बाय चांस करके, you know, फरहान अख्तर की थी वो, कौन कौन सेन and all that. That film has taught me, and Chance Pe Dance of Shahid Kapoor. Right, that two films taught me, actually made me realize that this is possible. And there were hardships, no doubt. Everything is still it's going on, because I always found like that life is like up and down. You know, it will come, go, but life goes on. So that's what I stayed, and I bought a house here in Mumbai. So I bought my first car, first bike, first house, got my first film. And then even I have not done TV shows. I've done that TV show of Balaji. Then now, you know, I learn so much. I think like that. I observe and learn so quickly. You know, my memory, my brain is like that. So I feel like कि यार जब मैं कसम भी कर रहा था ना, तो मैं सिर्फ acting ही नहीं कर रहा था. I was learning direction and production also. You know, so this is the thing which made me realize that I can do other than Kasam also, all those things. Because before Kasam, I've finished 2 films already, even 3 films already, you know, which got released later on when I was shooting Kasam, The Dream Job and Aakhri Sauda, right? And before that, I finished Lekaram Devana Dil. I did a cameo in that. That was a cocktail maker Dinesh Vijan was the producer, Saif Ali Khan Productions, Illuminati Films.
Mhm.
That there. So I finished 2 films, 3 films before doing Kasam, as a lead.
Mhm.
Then I did Kasam, and then those films got released. So then after Kasam, I finished 4 films.
Wow.
Then I did Manmohini, I finished 4 films. Then lockdown, then I finished 6 films.
Okay.
So this is the genre which I always want to, but I never knew, yeah, I never knew, touchwood, I never know that the things will turn out so good. I'll be a director also now. I'll be a producer too, and वो छरारा सा ऋषि भाई करने वाला लड़का. अभी I met Sharad bhai on his one of his short films, Thanks Mom's premiere. So he was like, "Oh my God, you're directing." That feels so good. Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
Right. So now, obviously we'll talk a lot more about your life in more detail. But before that, I'd want to, shed some light on Nyay the Justice. That's one thing that I've been waiting for. I've actually tried to watch it, but I couldn't get, I couldn't get
one of the biggest OTT has taken the film.
Okay.
And I'm not going to disclose it, but yes, this film has been sold.
Okay.
And this was a, because during Nyay the Justice announcements, during the making, I have been giving interviews to INS, to every news channels also. I have finished this film in 90 days. This film is very close to my heart. And because it's not about, I always say this thing, and still I am on it, because that's a tribute from an actor to an actor. Because I have seen that guy, because his gym and my gym was same, his trainer and my trainer was same. We used to talk in my gym. I used to tell me, he used to do TV and all that. So I have seen his passion, So when he was alive, I wanted to do some work with him, as an actor. But unfortunately, I could not. So everyone was giving tribute to him, like painting kar rahe hain, koi dance kar raha hai, gaane pe koi gana kar raha hai. But what is the best craft which I have? My craft is acting. So if I got a chance, and touchwood, I got a chance, and I'm so blessed. I went for the meeting, I got the story brief, I met with the producers, director, and I thought, okay, this is the correct time to me to give tribute to an actor, because this film is very difficult to shoot. I'm telling you, it's not about that what all the controversies it is, because it's about being an actor. I have to play 3 characters. First character is myself as a Zuber. Second is the guy who came from nothing to Mumbai to be an actor, which he also did, I also did. That kind of. And third, to bear his responsibilities, to bear his cap, how he felt every time, and to relate that character. These 3 responsibilities, no one can understand what I went through. I cried so many times. I heard echoes. I heard my echoes. I was so disturbed when I'm doing it. I was carrying myself. I had so much of responsibilities. I don't want to copy him. I have to make my own act in his act of skin of acting. That is called as halki si body language mil rahe. That's the thing. And best part, what? He was diehard fan of Shah Rukh sir. Right. I am diehard fan of Shah Rukh sir. So his acting and my acting resembles little much. So that's the plus point जो मुझे थोड़ा सा करने में naturalism आया मेरी body में. So this I'm touchwood, and I'm so blessed that it's a very big platform has taken the film now. And because it's been 2 years, I've been waiting for the film. Other films are also coming up, no doubt, but 90 days, biopic करना और tribute देना, वो बहुत मेरे लिए, और it's very senior actors are there in the film, yeah. So they're like huge, and I was very nervous also. But yeah, I loved it, and hope so. The Nyay is coming soon, very soon. I'll be announcing it soon. Right. It has been sold, yeah.
Right. So what can we expect from the film?
See, you can expect 3 songs. Okay, beautiful songs. Shahid Malia has sung the song. Altamash Faridi has sung the song. One is item song, which I performed so good. Because I'm a very good dancer. Day after tomorrow also, I'm on 15th again. I'm shooting one dancing song, on Sukhwinder. Yeah, with Sukhwinder's voice. So emotional song is there, which I have already shared on my Instagram, I guess. And other than that, 2.5 hour film with all the what has been shown in the media, also what has been gathered by the director's information. Okay, and there are 4 leads in the film, 3 leads opposite me, heroines and actresses, and other characters also very important. So it's a full package. It's a full commercial. What I should say, it's a full package of commercial Bollywood film because it has emotions, it has courtroom drama. It has all the acts, it has natural shoot, it has studio shoots. Even I have shot one scene at my home also. I'm just disclosing it.
Yeah, okay.
So now, yeah. So because I want to give it that touch of Zubair. So it's a full Bollywood commercial film, yeah, with good songs, good music, good BGM. A bit good proper courtroom drama and good picturized. All the characters are so known. All I mean, like Arun Bakshi sir or everyone. You have seen the trailer. Arun.
Yeah.
कितने सारे लोग हैं. So सब लोग हैं. तो I expect even, but yeah, मैंने भी अभी तक ना डबिंग के बाद फिल्म नहीं देखी है. I've just dubbed the film. I'm so curious what actually they have put it in the film. I was dubbing my scenes,
Right.
but you know what? As an actor, you dub, and then you come out, and you don't even know also how the film came out until unless you see it for the one. But that also I have not seen, so it will be my surprise also. Oh my God, okay, this is my work which I did. So I'm also excited and nervous here.
In the actors that we have, I'm really I really like the craftsmanship that Sushant Singh Rajput has, and I'm sure there has to be a certain how do I put it, certain stress, if I'm not wrong, you're carrying, or let's say a certain kind of pressure when you're actually carrying such stars, and then you're trying to make a movie based on him. So do you feel that? And also there have been so many controversies, and there might be chances that if at all some data is a little bit something that's not acceptable by someone, it might hurt people, and there might be a kind of ripple effect.
So when it was released, I was getting all this.
So how's the pressure for that? I mean, now because it's not released yet, do you have that pressure? And while filming, how was the pressure? How did you try to make sure that the character gets its due?
See, Mahendra Singh is the character's name which I played, Mahi, right? So, Mahi's character was, I always tried, in every of my interview, always said that I have not copied him or anyone. I tried to act on whatever best I can in his skin. Because of circumstances, I have just acted myself like that, the guy who came from nothing. Because same thing, यार, Shah Rukh sir, Sushant, me, everyone is like this. हम लोगों के साथ ऐसा ही होता है. Outsiders come into the industry, they try to work. So that skin I tried to carry it away. Okay. Other than that, बहुत ज़्यादा pressure था मेरे पे starting 2 days. Then I like, chuck it, man. I'm going to do what I can give, and whatever best. Though I have rehearsal, I've done rehearsal for like like 14 hours, for the dancing, 10 days for the dancing, for the reading, discussions, everything. I've given so much, but I have just played naturally. What instinct and spontaneity I can give, that's the thing I have tried to give best. This is during shooting and post-shooting, because when the trailer got announced, poster got announced, the film got so much of controversy, got hyped up and everything. I was getting threats, I was getting everything, good really, also, bad threats. Also. Yeah, definitely. I was getting threats, but I was okay with it because you know what? Because no one can understand. I always say no one can understand. They can relate his work. I have seen that guy in front of me in my eyes. I've learned from him so much. I've learned martial arts from him. I have learned flips. I have learned all the kicks which he used to do. I used to do. मैंने film में भी किए. So what? I don't care really what people think, but what I think. What I wanted to give, this is the kind of thing which as an actor, if I got this chance, so I can give. So I have given that, and people may like, people may not like. It is, I have not done this film for money. I can't share also how much money I've taken for this film because that was not my motive to do this film. I'm from the first day, I was very, very clear why I am doing this film. What I have to do this film, because during lockdown also I used to manifest, I meditate so much, so I am too much of Why, then why? I also know the answer. I also want to know the answer. Why? If this has happened, then why? If this has happened, then why? Both the scenarios, So I had so much of pressure, but yes, I am okay with it because I could able to connect, as an outsider, I can able to connect with him, with Shah Rukh sir, with Akshay sir, with John, everyone. I can able to connect, and that is the bond which has not let me break down, I'm like, okay, cool. I am also outsider. I am happy. What I did my best. Now I leave rest on the universe and I leave rest on audience. That's the best part I can do. And I've given my best. Now let's move on. That's what I do.
Right. One more thing, Zuber, I don't know if this is something that I should be asking, but the whole drugs into the film industry, I think that's the word I'd like to add.
Yeah.
How real is it? Because for audience, for me, for others.
See, I'll share one thing with you. When I was in my school, I started my working. I gymming and because I was into cricket, right? So I started working out when I was 16. Then when I passed my schooling, I went into my engineering college. College student, engineering college. I must say everyone used to play around, everyone used to smoke, everyone used to go for the clubbings, the parties and everything, Why I'm telling you this thing? That is the time I used to go for home tuitions, which I was about to give. That is the time my friend circle was on some part and smoking and gazing girls and having liquors and doing masti and all that. And I was doing all those things, that time. I was teaching, I was going gym. So this is the thing which is not here, not only here. I must say, it's not only here in the industry or it can be anywhere in any sector.
Correct.
The group of people, it's all about your choice. The people choice. एक बंदे के ऊपर होता है कि उसको smoking करनी है, smoking नहीं करनी.
Right.
So it's not about in the industry. It's because industry is visual medium. Most of the people wanted to know what celebs go through, how they live, how they eat, how they sleep. That is the thing they relate, but overexposure. But actually, these kind of thing happens in every metro cities, every college students can have it. Anywhere it can happen. It's not only in the industry, So it's on you, it's on you to take it, not to take it. Simple as that. So people are there who will take it. Always, not here in Mumbai, everywhere in Delhi, Bangalore, everywhere. Okay. And people will be there who won't take it. That can be in between 1,000 people who are taking it, and you will be the single person who won't be taking it. Getting it?
Right.
So it's all on your choice, and it's all on you. That's what I say.
I'd be very honest. I was myself heartbroken, and somewhere down the line, I really thought that the film industry or the film stars now, they are becoming very soft, very, very soft to criticism or, unnecessary criticism, to be honest. And it has become a soft target also, somehow for the media and lots of people. I mean, anything goes around, you can blame them. I mean, and also I've seen that many of the stars have made themselves to be quiet or not say anything in the public, because again, those
many of the stars are not even on social media because of this reason.
Right. And I think there has to be a kind of scrutiny or a kind of
if someone is sitting at any part of the world and by using his phone he can comment, that single comment can break someone's 20 years or 10 years of struggles confidence.
Right.
They don't know this thing. This is very, very sensitive. Right. Though if you have to be very, very strong from inside, from your heart, then only you can overcome. It's not about that. मेरे तो पर्सनल लाइफ में भी और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में भी बहुत बार हार्ट टूटे हैं. तीन शूटिंग के 3 दिन पहले मुझे फिल्म से निकाल दिया गया है. Many things has happened with me. Okay, so if you're not strong enough from inside, anything can destroy you. So that is the thing, and that this lockdown kind of thing, which has made everyone sit at home and comment, that has actually made everyone's brain wash. We wanted not to react on the things, but we noticed, every celeb noticed what feed he is getting, what comment he's getting, what he is actually getting. Everyone reads. Everyone. No one reacts. That's different thing.
Correct.
Everyone
Correct,
reads.
correct.
And they know what is their strong point, what is their negative point. Everyone.
And I think social media's involvement also has increased.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic there was a certain involvement, but post-pandemic I think it's huge now. I think many
See,
are on.
I'll be very honest. Why I'm saying I was shooting Fatal in Shirdi, one of the cities, right? You know. So वहाँ पे क्या होता है ना कि someone recognized me and they wanted to come and click a picture, but they're like, yeah, you're a celeb, this and that. Let me search you. Okay, I was like, yeah, search me. So he didn't search me on my Google. You know, Googling Zuber K reading on Wikipedia, IMDb or something. He was searching my name on Instagram so that I got a badge of verification or not. Then only he will certify me as a celeb. So that has broad me like anything, man. Ki, okay, people are searching me on Instagram and seeing am I a celeb and working or not. Either searching on Google how many films he did, how many shows he did. So that has impacted drastically. This Instagram, this social media has changed so much. People have actually self-claimed their work as a celebrity, you know. And that I can't expect. I mean, you know, I can't accept also that thing. Okay, this will happen because, I never worked with any of the actresses also, I'm very honest, that if he or she got so many of followers or verification or something, I act with the person on her or his capability of acting, you know, right? If he or she has a Google profile, if he or she has done some work, film, TV, whatever it is, as a director also, if I'm selected, I never go on following things. I never go on how many followers you got or how much big you are on Instagram or something. I never go like that. Because this is very short, you know. People were working
very
from
narrow-minded.
People were working from when there was no WhatsApp too even, right? I was there when there was no smartphone too even, yeah. There was a landline. Then also people go and call time they get I used to go and meet people in their office by making list on my list, you know, and putting list in my pocket and going like 2:30 I have this appointment and then 4:30. There was no smartphone, yeah. So I'm that kind of guy. So, old school bolte hai na, so that is the thing. Yeah.
Right. It's really honest. You know, Zuber, I've noticed that you're completely honest. You know, that's one.
I'm very honest.
And the next thing that I've noticed is you're super positive. You know, you're really positive. You know, that's one thing. So you know, I'm sure this would take you to greater heights. But now we'll discuss more onto your life. You know, this was more onto your profession end, but now I'll discuss more onto your life. So you're honest, you're positive, but and also I believe that you are now open. You know, if I've seen your interviews before, so a few years ago, I've seen that you are little bit onto your I think it's your guards on. You know, that is something that I've noticed. You're very much little shy. I mean, if shy is the right word, maybe little shy, but now you're like out and out. I've seen your very recent interview as well, and you're very comfortable dealing with media. So I understand this Zuber, but I also want to understand the Zuber when he was really young, right? So I want to understand, how was your childhood?
My childhood was, I am very career-oriented guy always. I wanted to become famous. I wanted to do something in my life. So
you
when I was 10, very determined, focused, considerable, always consistent. So I used to play cricket and I used to dance in my school. And though, because what has, I must share, what has actually made me is all the challenges I got in my life. The challenges that I could not dance. One of the teacher had challenged me. Then I prepared myself. I had speakers. I bought speakers, and then I remember my first performance was "It's Magic, It's Magic" when I was in 10th standard. Hrithik Roshan's "Koi Mil Gaya" song, right? So that was I was in 9th, right? So that I did because one of my Hindi teacher, one of the teacher, which has inspired me later, told me that saying I can shift myself as a career into modeling. She herself told me that. So that challenge, when I was in 7th standard, she thrown me out from the dance troupe, which was about to perform somewhere from the school. So that has hurt me, that has actually, it's not hurt. It's like thinking like if directly it shatter you inside from your heart. So that has actually clipped on my heart that I have to do it. Then after 2 years, I performed solo, rehearsal, and performed the school. on I guess Christmas Day, I guess, right? That was 25th of December. Yeah, yeah. Because my school was missionary school, so Christmas was very big for that. So then I was very famous in my school. I was dancer, and I was blue house vice captain, then captain. Girls used to vote me, and वहीं से मुझे बहुत famous होने का चस्का लग गया था. Like every girl hoots on me. Like whenever I entered in their classes, and they're like, wow, Zubair आ गया. So listen, फिर क्या होता है? Nothing like that. So when I was in ninth, some of the girl was talking about me and to her friend, and she said that I was very thin and no one will date me or something like that. So that filmy kind of thing, and I could not hear it. And as soon as I hear it, I was like, okay.
What did she say?
When I was in 10th standard, I had my all that dancing thing and all going on, and I was a very good dancer. But the thing is, like, I was very thin. Though he was a very good dancer, but he was very thin, so no one gonna date me. I've heard this thing कि कोई दो लड़कियां बात कर रही थी आपस में कि यार इसको कौन डेट करेगा यार, ये तो इतना पतला सा है छी. And I heard this thing, and that was a thing that has given me that kick.
So you have been always this challenge accepted kind of guy,
every time. Then I joined gym after my 9th 10th board के बाद में जब 3 महीने की छुट्टियां लगती है 11th क्लास से पहले. And then मेरी पूरी शर्ट फट रही थी. मैं 3 महीने 4 महीने में पूरा वर्कआउट करके आ गया था, because our schooling was like short sleeve t-shirts होती है, white color की tie and all that. And that is the time when I entered school. That was 11th standard में. Oh my god, it was like, who is this guy? That changeover was there because that has killed me from inside. That. Did you meet that girl again? Yeah, she wanted to date me. Then I said no. Then.
Okay. All right.
Alright. So then what happened? But I am so much thankful to her. If she would not have done that, I have not have introduced myself to fitness. And इतना ज़्यादा मुझे fitness से प्यार नहीं हुआ होता शायद. Because other than that, my career also includes fitness. I was a model also. So that is the time I started working out. And touch wood, and still I'm working out. And I will be till my last breath.
Yeah. And how was your relationship with your parents? Of course, when last time when you not last time, but few years back, when you tell your parents that I really want to get into acting or modeling, I'm sure there has to be a certain rigidity, a certain.
You know what? When I was doing all this dancing and working out thing in my schooling, I had already started playing cricket. I used to go to the club, and I used to do all net practice. I was opening baller, opening batsman, pace bowler. And I was captain of the district matches of Bhopal and others and all that. So I used to go. So I played. I'm from Bhopal. I did my engineering from there. I based from Bhopal. So that time my dad has supported me so much. That's true. And everywhere I have not opened this thing. My family knows how much I was connected to him. He was my best friend. He was my best first fan, dad, horrible. Anyways, so those times he used to take me to all the clubs. He wanted me to be a cricketer or like that. He supported me so much. But due to my maths exam, and I got very, very less number. I just got passed on the boundary in my 9th standard. My mother told me, because my mother is a professor, and that's what she has achieved so much in her life. Because she always wanted me to be into academics and to work hard, and because of her only I did my engineering. So she wanted me to be like that. So she asked me to leave cricket, and मेरा दिमाग 2-3 जगह और दौड़ने लगा था कि यार मुझे actually I want to work when I actually dying also, So it is just like 70, 80, 60, whatever the life will be, I will be having. I'll want to work till that time. But then I calculated myself, like, I want to play cricket. I can play match till 40, 35, 40. That is the time which has restricted my mind and blending with mother's thought. Okay, you have to stop playing cricket. And though I was into dancing, तो मुझे दिमाग में when I was 16 वो चढ़ चुका था. Then I made my mind that what I actually wanted to do, and that was like cricket or acting, modeling, or politician, which I
Okay,
may be later
interesting.
on.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the thing which has made my mind कि यार अब तो यार मैं तो 16 साल का बच्चा हूँ या 16-17 साल का बच्चा क्या पॉलिटिक्स ज्वाइन करेगा. So like ठीक है, the only two options you got are the cricket or acting modeling, right?
Hmm.
So modeling, acting through modeling because मैं बहुत I'm tall and I'm broad and all that.
Hmm.
So that has made me conclusion that I don't want to retire at my 40. You know,
Hmm.
I want to work till my 60.
Hmm.
So that has made my clear vision that actually मुझे ये करना है. That I want to act and I have to step into acting by whatever the can cruise methods of modeling or doing theaters or whatever the scenarios I can get to be an actor. That is the thing I made my mind completely. That time I was 16.
Right.
So 11th and 12th, that is the thing. And after my 12th, that the teacher which has thrown me out from the dance troupe, you know, she has only told me and she has seen me in my 12th standards RAM shows up my farewell. I was a Mr. Fresher of my college also.
Hmm.
So she told me this thing that you look good and you look good on ramp. Other than academic studies, try for modeling and acting too because you are a good dancer also.
Hmm.
So that has made my mind. My father has full support. Matlab, I got full support from my father, but my mother is very strict. Still, she is. My mother is super strict towards studies, and which is so good. And I'm so blessed that I got such kind of mother who has done so much in her academics, in her life, that she has made me an engineer. My brother is an engineer. I always feel like education is very, very important, you know. And if I would not have, I've not have studied so much from CBSE, if I had not done my engineering, something would be lacking behind. And there's timing for something, you know. I wanted to do mass communication because of her. I did my engineering because of my brother was an engineer too. So, but then that has opened my mind blindly that no, she was right. She was right at her point because from her point of view, उनकी आंखों से देखूंगा लाइफ तो समझ में आएगा कि यार जो उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, she doesn't want, any mother doesn't want her child to suffer. And in modeling and acting, there is a lot of competitions. Everyone know. There is one job and 1,000 applicants, right? Hardly, I must say that hardly we actors are so blessed. I always say we celebs are so blessed, touch wood, that among so many, we are just few who get so much of attention, so much of work, so much they get recognized and all that thing. So I feel this is big responsibility and we are favorite child of God, you know.
That's really very fresh perspective here. And of course, you know, education, I believe that education actually gives a certain edge to actors,
Absolutely.
in terms of presentation. And I think back then, most of the actors who wouldn't get chance was also education. You know, that's one thing.
Yeah. Because
I
I never knew this thing that we will be getting the scripts in Roman, and we need to read in English and we have to perform in Hindi. You know, this is the thing. If I would not have studied that much, if I would not having that much of good communication skill, because I was Mr. India because of my communication, best model worldwide, I won the pageant because of my communication, because of the presentation, not because how I look. There are 1,000 crores of people might be looking better than me, but not best than me. I know that. But yeah, but I know how to present myself. That is the reason I got the pageant title. You know, this is the thing.
Right. I completely understand that. And okay, one thing that I've noticed, you have mentioned something called politician, right? So I understand at the age of 16, okay, fine, cricket is one thing that you can have it, and then also acting, I understand. Politician कहाँ से आया? You know,
यार, you know what, मेरे को ऐसा था कि मुझे फेमस होना है, ठीक है?
अच्छा.
अब मैं कैसे फेमस होऊंगा? मैं क्रिकेट खेल के फेमस हो सकता हूँ, मैं एक्टिंग करके फेमस हो सकता हूँ, मैं पॉलिटिशियन करके फेमस हो सकता हूँ. लेकिन फिर मुझे अभी भी still I follow Arnold Schwarzenegger's life and from he has started from bodybuilding to acting to politics, he became governor and all that. So ये मेरे दिमाग में चढ़ गया था. तो यार, if I'm going to follow some path which is so good and
you get
which
to do lots of things, right?
lots of things, right? I am that kind of guy.
Okay.
मुझसे नहीं. अभी see ना, I'll tell you, I have done ramp modeling, I have done prints, I have done my engineering, I have taught student, I was a teacher, I taught dancing, I taught gym training, I I did music albums. I did whatever acting terms. Also, I did. I did Telebrands का एक ad आता है, वो तक किया था मैंने. Then I have not done direction. I've been a producer. I've not done production. I've done become producer. I've not done direction. I've become a director. So this is the thing. I am that kind of guy. I always feel like कि मुझे आप थोड़ा सा बताते हो, मैं सीखता हूँ. मैं सीखता हूँ और फिर मैं सीखता जाता हूँ और वो मेरे एक सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में छप जाता है. And that is a thing. Still, if I play cricket, you know, abhi when I went to Bhopal on Eid, I got a beautiful niece. Okay, my brother got a beautiful baby. So if I was playing cricket with my younger brothers there, I shot one song also there as a director producer, and I was having, you know, मैंने 100 रन मारे, you know, सेंचुरी मारी थी मैंने. ठीक है, I'm playing घर के बाहर ही, and but हम लोग गेम्स वाला खेल रहे थे. The same stance. The same tarika I used to bat, I used to bowl, everything was same. And no one can guess it that this guy has not played cricket because of my stance, because of the way I drove. Everything was so, because मेरा बचपन की ट्रेनिंग थी यार वो. अभी भी आप मुझे मैं आप मुझे आईपीएल खिला दो वो तो उतना था, you know, that kind of thing. तो आप कभी नहीं भूलते आपका टैलेंट.
Right. Great. So, you know, maybe if at all there's a book written on you, or if you write a book, maybe you should write how to be famous, you know, 7 tips to be famous as us. Right. Really
Yeah.
nice, really
How to be famous. Always choose what your heart says. That's what I was saying.
Right. So, Zuber, how has been, you know, how has been your life, you know, the transition from this model? So when did modeling start? You know, that is something I wanted to know.
Modeling started when I was in 12th standard. I won the pageant. You know, the pageant thing was the thing which I always targeted, because I told you that R&D, research and development बहुत करता था मैं. तो मैंने how to become a successful model का भी बहुत research की थी. तो ये कैसे बनते हैं? So because Arjun Rampal, John Abraham, उस time पे Milind Suman, Muzammil Ibrahim, you know, all those were supermodel. तो मैंने कहा ये step है ये, and I used to calculate कि ये बंदा अभी modeling में आया है, ये अगले साल फिल्म में दिखेगा, you know, and same happened with John, same happened with Milind, same happened with Dino Moria was there, everyone was there. तो मैंने ये दिमाग लगाया कि क्योंकि my personality goes into modeling. And when I started winning pageants, Mr. Inter school था मैं, बहुत सारे स्कूलों का कंपटीशन था, बहुत सारे स्कूल से साथ में, उसमें बहुत सारे स्कूल्स में से मैं I won that Mr. Inter school pageant main title, you know, first. Then the modeling has started when I was 19, man. And 19 because I had started working out when I was 16. I was tall, I became broad, I used to play cricket. तो मेरी पर्सनालिटी बहुत ज्यादा डेवलप हो गई थी when I was 19. And from 19 I started hitting ramp. मैंने मिस्टर भोपाल जीता है, मिस्टर एमपी जीता है, मिस्टर एनिग्मा जीता है. मुझे इतने शोज मैंने किए हैं रैंप में. इतने पैसे नहीं मिलते थे बट कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ट होता था. सो वो स्टार्ट हुआ. और फिर जब मैंने आई यूज्ड टू ट्रैवल, I used to give national pageants, auditions also, modeling के भी. I went for Glad Rags, I went for many international national pageants, and I've given auditions. So that has made me, I'd walked for Lakme too many times. So वो सारी चीजें हो गई. But you know what? After when I won Mr. India 2012, okay, after doing so much of ramps, I was Raymond Model of the Year. Okay, I won. I was showstopper of many whatever. Let it be. So now, but at some point ना, मुझे पता है कैसा फील हो रहा था. मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा था यार, I am not doing anything. I'm just wearing clothes. There is one path. People are sitting. There is light, and I'm not speaking anything, and I'm just giving poses. That's it. What creative I'm doing? कर क्या रहा हूँ मैं? And that was the last provoked show as a ramp model I did. Then I said, मैं अब रैंप नहीं करूंगा, चाहे मैं कुछ भी कर जाऊं, मैं भूखा मर जाऊं, मैं रैंप नहीं करूंगा. Because that has taken that excitement, you know, जो मेरे लाइफ में मुझे चाहिए होता है. वो एक एक्साइटमेंट चला गया था मेरी लाइफ से. अब मैं क्या ऐसा करता यार, मैं कहा नहीं, मुझे मजा ही नहीं आ रहा है. See, I'm very honest to myself. If I'm doing something ना, I should love it. मुझे उसमें मजा आना चाहिए. अगर मुझे ही मजा नहीं आ रहा तो सामने वाले को क्या मजा आएगा? So that is the thing I always feel like, yaar, it's time, focus on acting. It is the time that you have to be full cutthroat 100% actor. Then, because when I was coming to Mumbai, I had done 6 to 7 months का मैंने थिएटर भी किए थे, थिएटर्स की वर्कशॉप लास्ट में. So that has made me like मुझे actually eventually I want to be an actor. Eventually I wanted dude मुझे यही करना था. ये तो पाथ थे मेरी जिंदगी के. But when you make training during your duration of your achieving your aim is your aim. That is the time you distract yourself because you get comfort on the thing on your journey and you forget what is your actual end point. My end point was acting. Modeling was a part to become an actor. But if I get settled in modeling and getting money and I will be more comfortable in modeling, I won't able to act ever in my life. तो कहीं से जाने के लिए कहीं से निकलना जरूरी है, सच हो.
Wow. Itna clarity, this really, amazing. You have been young. I mean, now, of course, I've got lots of experience, but, this much of clarity is something, new or fresh. And I hope people listen to you, that really love this conversation. I'm sure they'll get inspired too. But, we have been talking about your life. Of course, we have been talking about your profession, but I've not seen this angle of love. I've just seen a little bit there. Someone who wanted to date you, but then you rejected.
वो तो when I was 16.
So tell me about this. How has been your love life? Were you lucky? Were you not lucky? How's now? What's your current status?
I have been single from last 1.5 years now. Okay. And I generally used to zip my mouth about this because unless I'm not sure about it. But yeah, I have been into 3 or 4 serious relationships, and due to some circumstances, people leave, and due to some circumstances, I wanted to make it work, but it couldn't work, and it was very tough. It was very tough. From last 2 years. I mean, like, it was very tough because I lost Chulbul. I had my male Persian cat. I lost my dad. I had my breakup, 2 heavy breakups I went through. I had my mom's open heart bypass surgery. So from last 2 years, it was little stuttering for me. But yeah, I'm lion, as my name says. मैं शेर हूँ, शेर का बच्चा हूँ, तो I always stand up. But yeah, I don't blame anyone. I blame circumstances. I don't blame people who left me. But the thing is, like, I badly wanted things to work, but it could not work. And I could not able to क्योंकि कभी मैं यही समझता हूँ कि कभी भी कोई सी भी चीज अगर स्टार्ट होती है तो वो मुकम्मल होने के लिए होती है. I mean, like, कोई भी नहीं चाहता in any relationship कि उसका breakup हो, right? Always everyone. So it is very hurtful and it is very painful, but yeah, time heals. And because अब तो मेरी लाइफ में I always feel यार, जब जो शाहरुख सर भी कहते हैं, उनकी लाइफ, उनसे भी इंटरव्यूज में मैंने सीखा सब कुछ. And now, and literally, I'm very honest, I'm sharing with you because when he always mentioned his parents in his interviews, we can relate normally. But when I lost my father, who was my best friend, who was continuously my male girlfriend, I must say that. Okay, I was continuously I was in touch with him always. And when I lost him, okay, I could relate Shah Rukh sir's life, man. I could relate his life, that how strong this guy is. मेरा respect कितना बढ़ गया उस बंदे के लिए, क्योंकि without parents coming to Mumbai, having nothing and achieving everything, it is drastically a super magic, bro. तो ये मैंने notice किया. And फिर I always feel कि जब आपकी लाइफ में बहुत बुरा होता है ना, और बुरा हो रहा है, तो बुरा होने के बाद उससे ज्यादा बुरा हो ही नहीं सकता, तो अब सिर्फ अच्छा होगा. तो वही हुआ है मेरी लाइफ में, हो रहा है अब. तो आई ऑलवेज फील कि यार 2021 से आई हैड माय वेरी सीरियस 8 years रिलेशनशिप खत्म हुआ था मेरा. तो वो ऑन एंड ऑफ का. बट फिर क्या हुआ कि वो हुआ, फिर चुलबुल गया, फिर एक और रिलेशनशिप खत्म हुआ, फिर मम्मी का ऑपरेशन हुआ, फिर डैड गए. तो मैंने लगता है कि यार अब उससे ज्यादा बुरा नहीं हो सकता मेरे साथ, तो अब मेरे साथ सब अच्छा होगा. एंड टच वुड, because I don't know, I always see what magic he's playing with God, that my father, that Nyay, other films, direction, production, everything is working out for me. And I always feel now this thing that every work I'm touching, it is converting into gold, because of his blessing. And now I feel like it is very depriving. I never talk about my relationships with anyone because आई ऑलवेज ट्राई टू, मैंने 2-3 बार शो ऑफ भी किया था, बट फिर नजर लग जाती थी शायद समथिंग, एंड मेरी तो एक्स का टैटू ही था मेरे ऊपर, यू नो.
Okay.
So but now it's gone. So that kind of, see, I am that kind of person who gives 100% or gives nothing. मैं 0 दूंगा या 100 दूंगा. मैं ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट रहता हूँ, मुझसे ग्रे नहीं होता है, बनता है. मैं प्यार करूंगा या नफरत करूंगा या कुछ नहीं.
You know, you have, you know, lots of clarity that I've mentioned, and more than that, I think you have always chosen the right path for you. You know what is right for you, and I also know that the idol that I've chosen, SRK, you know, he's
Yes.
one of the best idol. I mean, anyone who chooses him as an idol, I don't think they'll go wrong. And
Definitely.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed by you. You know, I don't know if you must be hearing it from, you know, other people, but you know, I must say that I've talked to you for an hour now, but I'm really inspired. And and you really have that, you know, that charm. I'm sure, you know, you have mentioned about doing lots of films. I've also seen the interviews where, you know, female characters have been mentioning you about how crafty you can be, how creative you are, and how comforting you make them. And now I can understand that. And on that note, all the best again. You know, that is something that
Thank
I
you,
want to tell. But you know, I also want to understand, how did you move on? You know, because people would be watching, so I'd want to understand what are your tips, you know, to help them move on.
See, my things to move on is people never move on. They just run away from that feeling. That's the thing. But you know what? My mantra is always like that. I always remember the Zuber who never met these people, who came to Mumbai with nothing, who was like, I mean, like, you know, the guy who used to dance on from 90s to 2000 ke gaano pe, the guy who was having that dream, you know, when he was 16, who wanted to become an actor. So when he is getting all that, so the life which I have with them and the life which I have without them, you know, these two lives are like, कौन सी जो मुझे सबसे ज्यादा पसंद थी. So people will come, play their part, they will go. Only two things will be there with you, and that is things which makes you happy. What makes Zuber happy? Seeing myself on television makes me happy. Seeing myself on theater makes me happy. Getting money of that from, or getting checks of that makes me happy. Other than family and relations, I'm saying about my personal happiness. And what makes me happy? Listening songs which has made me the things, the time which no one was there. You know, those songs made me happy. Dancing makes me happy because dancing was my first love, right? So ये सारी चीजें मुझे वापस से जिंदा करती हैं कि जब ये कोई नहीं था तो मैं तो खुद के लिए था ना, जुबैर के लिए था. That is the best part, first thing. Second thing, indulge yourself in so much of work that no one could able to make it out that you are happy or sad from inside because you're working. तो आप अपने आप को इतना बिजी कर लो कि आपको याद ही नहीं आए. That boosts me up. And third pillar of my life is my workout. You know, because I'm fitness freak guy. मुझे वो पेन चाहिए होता है वर्कआउट का, body wise pain, not heart wise pain, body pain. That has made me, because I was working out when I was 16. That girl has broke my heart. She said something. Now I'm working out, right? तो किसने मेरा साथ नहीं छोड़ा? जुबैर ने जुबैर का साथ नहीं छोड़ा ना. That workout ने साथ नहीं छोड़ा, and that has always motivated me. अगर आपका हार्ट ब्रेक हुआ है, आपको मूव ऑन करना है, आप अपने आप से प्यार करो, आप वर्कआउट करो, आप try to do some good habits,
Some hobbies, right?
play cricket, anything like that. Make some good habits, you know, not hobbies, make some good habits, learn any music, play outdoor. I run, I swim, I do horse riding, I do martial arts, I dance. बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं मुझे, because मुझे लगता है कि मेरी लाइफ का टाइम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अब वो टाइम जो मैंने कहीं वेस्ट कर दिया, उसका कोप अप मुझे करना है. और वो कोप अप के लिए मुझे अपने ऊपर ज्यादा टाइम देना पड़ेगा. That's the reason I have bounced back from my 4 serious relationships of my life, you know, and that has still, yeah, that's true. We are human. We still miss them, right? If you miss them, bless them. That's it. But मेरे साथ कुछ उल्टा ऐसा है ना कि मैं कुछ ऐसे words याद रखता हूँ जो मुझे trigger करते हैं. Because we actors are like that. We actors are like, we do method acting. We remember our personal life acts and perform in front of camera. ऐसा होता है. तो वो एक पार्ट को आपको अपना अंदर याद रखना पड़ेगा कि वो उस वक्त एज एन एक्टर आई एम सेइंग इफ यू आर नॉट एन एक्टर डोंट डू दिस बिकॉज दैट इज प्लेइंग विथ योर हार्ट एंड दैट इज वेरी रिस्की फॉर योर हार्ट. डोंट डू इट. बट इफ आई एम एन एक्टर आई एम टेलिंग आउट माई सेल्फ. मैं वो इस दर्द का उस इंसान का वो एक हल्का सा पार्ट अपने दिल में रखता हूँ सो दैट जब मैं परफॉर्म करता हूँ तो वो मैं उसको एक्टिवेट करता हूँ और फिर वो वापस वहां चला जाता है. दिस इज द थिंग. बट यस have good hobbies, work out, and give time to your family, to yourself, because family is the only one which will say true and they will be standing with you. आप सिर्फ अपनी family के साथ रहिए, उनके साथ रहिए, and there is no love other than parents. There is no true love other than parents. That's what I feel. I have lost my dad now. I know how life has been changed मेरी. मुझे पता है मेरी life करियर वाइज कैसी हुई है, पर्सनल लाइफ कैसी हुई, तो मुझे पता है. द चुलबुल विच आई हैड, मेरे 10 दिन का बेटा लेके आया था, द कैट, आई लॉस्ट हिम. सो आई लॉस्ट माय सन, आई लॉस्ट माय डैड, आई फील दैट पेन. बट द लव जुबैर हैज फॉर जुबैर, वो कोई नहीं छीन सकता मुझसे. ये आपको करना पड़ेगा अगर आपको मूव ऑन होना है.
Actually, technically, if we speak biologically also, what happens is when you really get a heartbreak or when you go through a breakup, the thing is there are certain trauma that the brain records and it keeps on triggering you anyhow, it just starts triggering you so that you get stronger. So brain biologically also brain understands, okay, this thing has actually caused trauma to this person and I want to make sure that he or she get reminded of it here.
This is one tip for a relationship, any kind of relationship. I must say, first expect things from yourself. Don't expect from anyone. If you expect, you get hurt. Let the things go. Let the things go. एक पॉइंट होता है जब आपको बुरा लगता है, आपको पॉइंट होता है यार सामने वाला मूव ऑन हो रहा है, शायद आपको वो हर्ट होता है, सारी चीजें मैं समझता हूँ. लेकिन जहां पे आप सामने वाले के ऊपर मुट्ठी खोल देते हैं अपनी एंड अपनी पावर वापस छीन लेते हैं, अपनी पावर वापस ले लेते हैं, तब आप कुछ एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते सामने वाले से. तब आपको दर्द नहीं होगा. आप अपनी आंखों के सामने उस इंसान को किसी और के इंसान के साथ देख सकते, तब आपको हर्ट नहीं होगा. द टाइम यू टेक योर पावर बैक. So expect from yourself, not from her or him.
I know, I completely understand you, and of course, have not been into heartbreaks as of now. But yes, I can really understand, where you're coming from. But yes, so that's it. So since we have spoke about love as well, now I'd want to focus light on your friends, the relationship that someone can have with friends and how important or integral or how important that might be in one's life when it comes to
this is the weakest part of my life. This is the weakest part. मुझसे दोस्ती निपटी नहीं है. मेरे बहुत कम दोस्त होते हैं. we work, we gel up, we celebrate time. वो उस time के लिए recently I must share, मेरा एक accident हुआ था अभी recently. I had very bad accident. That time I didn't had anyone to call, I was so numb to whom to call and ask, oh my god, someone is coming. So that's the worst part, being an actor, being here in Mumbai alone or in other city working something else for yourself, because I feel मेरे जो सच्चे दोस्त थे वो शायद भोपाल में वो स्कूल के ही दोस्त थे जो वहीं रह गए.
How do you feel that?
There's no friendship here in Mumbai. Everyone is busy in their own individual work. They meet, they come, they build their bond, they shoot together. 1 साल, 2 साल, 6 महीना, 45 days for a film. Then they split. Then they have बिल्कुल बंजारा वाली लाइफ होती है ना एक्टर की. वो एक के साथ रह के नहीं हो सकता. और क्या होता है, you don't give too much time to that person always. Either you have to be in a relationship to fulfill all their expectations. Other than that, मतलब मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ. दे आर फ्रेंड. अदिति इज माई वेरी गुड फ्रेंड, पूछती रहती है. आहाना ऑफ कसम, ठीक है. शरद भाई हैं, बट वी डोंट मीट ऑफन. वो सब एवरीवन इज बिजी इन देयर ओन विजुअलिटी. और आपको लगता है कि यहाँ पे नहीं होता है, और मुझसे तो बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होता है क्योंकि मैं दिल से सोचता हूँ एंड आई एम वेरी इमोशनल गाय. और मैं फिर अगर दोस्ती करता हूँ मैं एक्सपेक्ट करने लगता हूँ, अरे यार दोस्ती है तो फिर. एंड आई मस्ट से आई बॉट अ हाउस and I could not able to count a list on the people whom I want to call on my housewarming party. मैंने party ही नहीं दी. You know, that is the thing. So मुझे नहीं पता है कि ये दोस्त कैसे निपटे. तो I'm very weak in this. Very very weak. मुझसे नहीं होती दोस्ती. मुझसे या तो फिर डायरेक्ट होता है तो रिलेशनशिप हो जाता है. अदरवाइज मुझसे फ्रेंडशिप होती ही नहीं. Because if in a friendship I'll start counting. You know, और वो काउंटिंग में सामने वाला either take it on the other way. Firstly, secondly, they take that यार ये बंदा बहुत चेप हो रहा है. और thirdly, they don't reply only. You know, so इसलिए मैं पीछे हट जाता हूँ. And I can't take rejections, man. मुझे दोस्ती में भी rejections नहीं चाहिए. तो इससे अच्छा reject हो, इसलिए पीछे बैठे रहो. इसलिए मैं खुश हूँ. ऐसा है.
But you would be so who do Zuber call when he really needs to talk to someone?
I used to call my dad. That's true. Because see मेरे साथ issue क्या है ना? मेरे साथ issue है कि the partner which I choose, okay, मैं उस पे उसी को best friend बना लेता हूँ अपना. तो उस वजह से मैं इतना डिपेंड हो जाता हूँ that seeing movies, playing anything, traveling, doing every work, it will be single that person only, you know. तो मुझे फिर दूसरी लड़के लड़कियों की दोस्तों की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती. The same has happened with me in Bhopal also. So I feel कि मैं अपना time, because I love my time so much, I respect my time so much. आप मेरे से कुछ भी ले लीजिए, आप मेरा वक्त नहीं ले सकते. और अगर आपने मेरा वक्त ले लिया, मेरा टाइम ले लिया, that is so important.
Right? It should be something.
It should be worth it. You can't waste my time. जहाँ waste होगा, I'll get myself up and I'll go. But listen, that person should be very important in my life. Then only I am going to give my time to that person. That's the only straightaway answer. Right. I am not going to call anyone. Okay. I met with an accident recently. Some cops came, they recognized me, they helped me out. My car went down. I was so mentally blocked for 2 hours.
What happened?
I got little lower back injury I got, but now I recovered. Yeah, I was smashed. Yeah, I was. Anyways, एक गाड़ी आ गई थी सामने. So this is the thing which I feel. I'm not going to. I don't have any. I have many friends. Well, I have colleagues, you know, working colleagues. That's what I can say. I don't have friends. I don't have, because I make friends to my girl ना. अब वो जब that is, but ये कोई किसी को मैं recommend नहीं करता ऐसा करने को. मैं बोलता हूँ keep friends, male female hang out, keep friends guys, keep friends and be happy, because जो चीजें मेरे साथ हुई, it should not happen to others. Because if you keep your friendship with your partner, then when the partner goes, your best friend goes, and it hurts you a lot then, other than your partner is going along. Getting it? So never ever. I always I'm giving you this tip. I'm giving everyone this advice only. It is best, you know, it is best to find a friend in your partner, but don't leave other friends. Don't ignore other friends for someone one, you know. And that mistake I did, and I have been through too much of pain because I had ignored someone, many of my friends, and for someone, and when this person left, फिर आपको बहुत हर्ट होता है क्योंकि वो लोग भी आपके पास नहीं है, फिर ये भी नहीं है, तो आप कटर हो जाओ.
You know, I understand what you just mentioned, but actually this happens to most of the people. You know, what they do is they suddenly put their time and efforts into that one particular person, and when something goes wrong, they're really shattered. And I really believe that you shouldn't overburden someone with, you know, everything. You know, you just can't make, you know, someone the pillar, and you know you share your happiness, your sadness, everything. When you just do that, I think you know, it somehow weakens the relationship, or sometimes you might overburden, you might not know. No, that is one thing that I'd love to add here. But again, you know, of course, you know, all the best. I'm sure you would be back on your love life, and also your friends. I'm very eager to see.
I'm happy. I'm happy being single. Yeah, I'm happy being single now. I mean, like, there was initially it was little tough. I mean, like, okay, but now I'm happy being single because I'm too much of work and I have so much of work to do. If अगर मैं अब करूँगा तो डायरेक्ट शादी कर लूँगा. Otherwise कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
So maybe next time we have a podcast, I'll see, you know, what's your status. Right.
Definitely.
So Zuber, do you have any regrets? I mean, honestly, you know, with the kind of experiences that you have, do you think that you have any regrets? And if so, what?
I never say regret. I always say that I've learned from it, and I try to not to repeat the same mistake. If I'm going to say I should not do it, yeah, I regret it, then I am doubting my own capability and I'm doubting myself. That's the thing which I believe. I'm very positive, and I always take it like the water is half filled or half empty in any bottle. So I always take it like it's half filled, and वो जो empty part है वो अभी भरा नहीं है, भर जाएगा. तो मैंने मिस्टेक की है बहुत सारी लाइफ में, नो डाउट. And even personal life, professional life, I have chosen some wrong work. I have done that I should not do it. I have trusted someone that I should not. Mistake हुई है, but I've learned from them. Learned from them. And like, okay, I did it. Now I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to repeat it.
Right.
So there's no such regret. But yes, I have learned from it.
Right. So what are the goals? What's future from now on for you? What are your plans?
Future, yeah, 6 films are coming up. उनके promotions करने हैं. Firstly, secondly, 2 films I'm directing and featuring myself. That I have to finish it out. And then I'm shooting songs also back to back. Other banners and my own banner both. I'll be shooting 2 more songs again. I'm seeking for if it is very good role or something in television. Okay. Then only because now being a producer, director into films, into songs, and coming into web also. TV medium is little gone down on my drill, that's the thing. So now if something.
Do you miss it?
Sometimes I miss it because I'm very workaholic. So आप 14 hours काम करते हो, then 2 hours drive there, 2 hours of my workout. I used to sleep 4 hours in a day during Kasam also, during Manmoni also. So I do miss it, but sometimes, as I told you, I can't always be on my training. I have to be on my aim, on my goal, right? So TV has trained me so much. That's true. TV has given me so much of name, fame, money,
Love.
everything. Love, everything. But you know what? Sometimes I feel that if I am going to do it again, now because my life has completely changed, the thing has really turned good for me now. Touch wood, I'm feeling this. So now, if something very good will come, okay, the very good show or finite series of 100 episodes or something, I am going to take it. Okay, because I myself watch television only OTTs. I hardly watch anything now on television shows, serials. वो सब मैं खुद भूल चुका हूँ. So definitely, if something comes up very good in television, then only. Otherwise, I'm fully focused on films and fully focused on being a director, also being a producer, also, and I'm focusing on going for good big projects and being part of them. And मैं कोशिश ये करूँ because one of the agency handles my work now. So they are also pitching for the good banners and everything. So let's hope for the best. SR.
No, I'd love to see you on the big screen. And all the best for that. For all of your dreams to come true.
Thank you.
And I think we have Ranbir Kapoor.
Oh, super. I'll be focusing on my kid so much. I mean, I'm very happy married family man.
Underrated movie that you have watched?
Pan Singh Toma. That was super epic. A Wednesday, I liked it. Amir, one of the film of Rajiv Khandelwal. That was a film. Then Andaz Apna Apna, that was a cult film later on. So when I watched it, I was like, what film it is? But it has actually hit later on. So yeah.
Most underrated web series?
I hardly watched that much or too much of web series, but yeah, Hindi or English. I mean, any Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm like, The Grey Man I love. I guess it should be more, it should get more of that kind of appreciation and recognition which that film didn't. Yeah.
Right. And the most overrated web series that you have watched in the recent time?
If it is so overrated, I never watched. I mean, I have not watched Mirzapur yet.
Oh.
Well, it must be super good, I'm sure, but I have not watched it. And nothing much. I mean, that some Holmes, that kind of the Sherlock Holmes kind of. It was on that. So I have not watched.
Okay.
It was Netflix.
Okay. What's the most favorite character that you have played so far? This is going to be tricky.
Very tough, yeah. It's impossible. You know, in Nyay, Manpreet Singh Bedi, Vanraj, every character I love. I like it is very partial to one character. It is me only. But yeah, because in Manpreet, 60 to 70%, my funny act, which I am, is there, right, in my acting. Yes, Manpreet Singh Bedi.
All right, okay. One movie that you want to be a part of?
Many movies, yeah, many movies. What with Shah Rukh Khan did. Many movies. So yeah, many movies. And like, I really love Swades. I really want to do Lagan if it is remade again. I wanted to do all the sports. I wanted to play cricket. So I want to do a film on cricket. Yeah, once again.
Alright, so since you're also directing, this question's because you're directing. Name 3 Bollywood actors whom you would love to cast in a film, and what kinds of role that you would envision for them.
Ranbir Kapoor is one of my favorites. That was that's true. And I will be obliged that
the SRK seems interesting. Who's the third one?
Yeah, third one will be me. Yeah, I'm directing and I'll be featuring too now.
Right,
yeah,
right.
The big 3 guys.
What kind of genre and what kind of roles would you envision?
It will be Avengers kind of. Okay. That superhero film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that will be like Robin, Brahmastra, and Zuber.
Okay. Actually,
yeah.
He's been in Mr. India, so I think Ravan, Mr. India, and then.
Right. Yeah, that can work.
Yeah.
I always connect with Dwayne Johnson so much sometimes in Hollywood, you know. So that kind of Black Adam role also I kind of introduced myself in
it would
that
definitely suit your physique also, right?
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Right.
I'm Indian Dwayne.
Right. All right. So those were the questions for the rapid fire round, and we'll go on to the next round, which is fill in the blanks. So I'll be asking you something, and you'll have to fill in the blank. All right.
Okay.
One female actor that I want to work with is.
There's a fill in blank.
Yeah, is dash.
Is. Right, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Is okay. I should act.
All right.
During her early ages.
Okay.
Not now.
Okay. When I'm not acting, you will most likely find me
watching or writing and reading. I write and read so much.
All right. My favorite way to unwind after a long day on set is
workout and hot water, shower, and superb food. Food turns me on.
All right. One thing on my bucket list that I want to do this year.
I have to visit 2-3 more places out of India. You know, I wanted to visit Turkey. I have not been there. I have wanted to visit one. It is nearby only. Istanbul and Turkey is one only. Yeah, so mostly Turkey. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Since I've mentioned Turkey, you must have heard the earthquake that have happened recently.
Yeah. That's the reason. Yeah.
All right. The next question. Yeah. The most adventurous thing I've ever done in my life is.
Too many. I've just been like being on the train without ticket, being at someone's house, knowing that the person, being at someone's house, hiding, and those people were exactly there at house, and I was hiding. That's the biggest thing I did. I did some mischief. I've just stolen my mother's office keys, and I went there to do something on my computers and all that DOS work without knowing her. So all those things I did, yeah. I'm very brave. All
right. The next question again. The most mischievous thing that I've ever done in my life is.
In my life is mischievous thing is just like, see, I love making others laugh. You know.
Okay.
So to make them laugh, I can do anything. You know, and it gives me happiness. अगर मैं सामने वालों को हंसता हुआ देखता हूँ, मुझे खुशी मिलती है. So being a joker, wearing female clothes and making them laugh, and I did that.
Okay.
Acting like a female too. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Nice. If I could travel back in time, I would love to visit dash era or event.
I love to visit, Mughal time. I wanted to see how the India was, how the country was, and I wanted to visit that era.
One thing
Mughal.
that I've figured out while we are talking is you can actually be a good actor in a more drama in a more period drama genre. You should try that.
I've done one Vikram Betal में मैंने कुछ एक एपिसोड किया था where I played Raja Vikram Bharatari करके था. I played Sarja, yeah. So एक king.
Okay. Yeah, that would suit you. I'd love to see that genre. All right. My go-to comfort foodies.
Comfort foodies.
Food. Comfort food.
Foodies. Right.
Yeah.
Food. So nothing. I now I am dieting so much, but I love बहुत सारी चीजें like basically too. I want to eat. I love ice creams. I love chocolates. I can't eat. Okay. I'm hardcore non-veg, so I love non-veg. I love fish. I love prawns. I love chicken, and the food which I make, I'm very good cook. Okay, so these are the food which turns me on, I guess, and I love dosa also. Yeah, I love bhindi.
So the last question, my mantra for life is
do what you love and love what you do, and be happy and be positive. That's again, it's fallen down, but it's getting cut, right?
Yeah, it's there. All right.
एक चल रहा है काफी.
Right. And since we have had this conversation, amazing conversation, the last one is, what do you think life is all about?
Life is all about family, relations, happiness, work, and I always take life as like relationship is the right hand and your work is the left hand. If relationship है और work नहीं है तो आप handicap रहोगे. Work है, family नहीं है, relation नहीं है तो भी आप handicap रहोगे. So you have to take life that work and relationship both should be simultaneously be with you forever. That is the only thing which can make you happy. You should not find happiness in your work. You should not find things which will make you happy by materialistic things. That's what I believe. I believe in actual making them feel. Like if you're sitting with someone, don't use your phone. Give the actual time to someone. If you're sitting with someone. That is the thing I've learned. That you are connected to the person on phone, on closer to the person on phone, while in fact you should be more connected to the person
who's right in
one to one, which you are actually the person is in front of you, right? So this should be stopped, and that's this thing I've learned. I've started avoiding my phone whenever I am interacting with someone one to one. तो वो मुझे अब समझ में आया कि यार क्योंकि after my dad, this is the last thing. I hugged him in last August and I didn't know that I'll go and see his dead body. So I have seen whatever the connection we get it on phone. It is not real, bro. Real is one to one, and you never know सामने वाले का last कौन सा होता. You have to make someone laugh. You have to give your time. The real presence of your physical feature should be there in front of the. That's what I believe.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, then I think that's it for this podcast, and it was really great talking to you.
Super.
And how was your experience talking to me?
I loved it, Dave. You are very confident, very superb. Like you should be. I'm sure you are getting it out, and you are getting very famous soon too. I'm sure. And, there's a confidence which I feel that you should take this thing on very very high level, and you should market yourself like that. You have a bright future in what you're doing because you're loving it.
All right, thanks on that. And on that note, thanks Zuber again, and thanks for accepting the invitation. It would be great talking to you again. We'll soon talk to you.
Definitely.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
you. Sure. Okay.